During this video, you'll be seeing videos of Dean telling his side of the story and me telling my side of the story. And there's some other funny moments in there, so please watch and enjoy.
To be by your side.
This is Lauren.
This is Dean. We're tired.
Very tired.
So what you got?
But we have exciting news. Yeah. We got engaged. Yeah.
The ring's too big.
Unfortunately. But it'll be okay.
Yeah.
I'll get resized. Yeah. So you want to tell me how it happened? Why not?
Because
You can tell them.
she flipped a coin.
That's his version. Okay. Well.
I'm
Stop.
sorry. I forgot you just seen me.
We were going to a wedding this weekend. And we...
Show him Danica.
That's Danica. There she is. That's who we...
nobody,
It's
we're
a
just
we're
recording.
recording
Are you
video.
recording?
Yes.
Okay.
That's who's getting married in how many days?
2.
2 days! Yay! We're all very excited. That's why we came down here. We came down here for her.
Did a video journal?
Yes, it's a video journal.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
Pretty
whatever
much.
you want to call
Yes.
it.
We were
It's
bored.
called being bored. Pretty much.
It's called being bored, and we'll probably
It's
watch it
silly
like
tired.
Be like,
yes
what?
tomorrow morning. And be like, oh my gosh.
Say Cooper's off work and he's downstairs if I want to come say hey. And apparently we all need to see Jacob's hair.
Okay, we're on our
Jacob's
way.
the best man.
Adios. Talk to you later next
We'll
time.
see you next time.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm supposed to tell you how I proposed to Lauren, my fiance. So we went to Nags Head, the beach in North Carolina, and we went down to the beach. Well, before we did, I parked the car, and I had my I had the ring case that was like that big in my bag. So there's my fiance. Excuse me. She said she loves me. But she. Anyways, I got the ring from the bag, but I was trying to distract her because she was just standing there staring at me. So I was like, why don't you look at the ocean for a minute, you know? So she looked for like a second, and then that was it. So I had to like put my coat up, grab the ring out of the bag, and stick it on the coat real quick. So after that, we went down to the beach. It was really nice. Sand was really white looking, and the water was really pretty. It was really dark though, and I still have sand in my shoes. So after that, we walked over to this tower looking thing, like not a gazebo, but it was not a pier, it's just like a little thing to sit in, kind of walk up on. And we sat down there, and the pier was off in the distance, and it had lights on it, decorated for Christmas. And so we sat down, and I don't know what happened, but I just got so nervous, like I couldn't think of anything to say. I kept asking her what she was thinking about. She would say nothing really, and I would just kind of look back and be like, you know, I'd talk about her friend Danica's wedding Sunday, and I'd be like, water sure is pretty, and then I'd look at her and be like, so what are you thinking about? And so anyway, it didn't really go as I expected, but you know, eventually it worked out, and I got on one knee, and I just had surgery on my right knee, so that's the knee I got on, and when I got down there it was numb, so I had to switch knees real quick. And I asked her to marry me, and as soon as she said yes, she was like, "When did you ask my dad?" So we told we told her parents first. And my story was that she flipped a coin. And it was so dark and she was so cold she couldn't see it, so she just figured she'd say yes so she can get a ride home. Or at least so I can get a ride home because it's her car. Anyway, this is our video thing for the weekend, so you'll see more. We'll document the whole thing for you. Oh yeah. This is fun. Bye. Stop it.
The Fresh Maker.
Oh, that was awesome.
Okay, so I guess now it's my turn to tell you the story of how we got engaged. This past weekend, we were going to a wedding in Elizabeth City for my best friend Danica, and we decided that we would be leaving Friday. And so Dean got off work, and we left Friday about 11, and we went over to Elizabeth City, and we decided since we're going near the coast that we were going to stop by the beach. So we decided near Kitty Hawk and Nax Head is where we wanted to go. So we headed over to Kitty Hawk, and we got there a little bit about 4-ish, and we decided to go to the museum. And so we went to Kitty Hawk Museum, and it was actually the day before the 108th anniversary of the first time that the Wright brothers flew an airplane. And so we went through the museums, and we even got to go down to the land where they ended up flying for the first time, and that was pretty cool. So then afterwards we decided that we were going to go to the beach and actually be in the sand for a little bit. So we head over to Nags Head, which was right down the road, and we park our car, and we're about ready to go to the beach when Dean is like, let me see if I found my toboggan. I think I put it in my bag. Thinking, okay, yeah, sure, whatever. So I just kind of wait by the car. I wasn't too far away from it. I wasn't too close either. And he goes into his bag and starts looking for his toboggan, and he's like, I'm not sure it's here. And he looks at me and he goes, can you see the beach from here? So like I quickly look over and look back, and I was like, no. I mean, it's obvious you cannot see the beach from here. Well, apparently at that time he had his jacket coat, and he like brought it out, and he stuck the ring inside very smoothly. That's what he said. And then we're ready to go. So the whole time I was thinking, could happen, could not happen, but I've been thinking for the past couple months that could be like today, and then it never happens, and so then I'd be disappointed. So I've been used to the hype up of it happening, and then the disappointing time of it didn't. So I just decided, if it's going to happen, it's going to happen. So we start walking up to the beach, and it's dark at this point. It's about 5:15, almost 5:30. And we didn't have a flashlight, didn't really have a cell phone that had a good light, and so we're just kind of out there, no real light. And so we're out on the beach, and it's very pretty. And just start walking. There's a pier off in the distance with really pretty lights on it, so we decide that we're going to walk towards the pier. And as we're walking, Dean keeps asking me, what are you thinking? What are you thinking? And I thought to myself, okay, he dragged me to the beach, middle of December, it's cold, it's dark, I can't see anything, and so I decide that I'm just going to not really say anything at all. I'm just gonna, let it be. He brought me here for a reason, so he's gonna have to do whatever that reason is. So I just basically told him, that I felt like it wasn't as cold as it should have been in December for the beach and everything. And then we continue walking. We actually come to a shelter area, and it's kind of like a gazebo, but it's just rectangle, and there's 2 exits. And so we just walk up and we sit and we look out towards the pier and just kind of sit and I guess you can say we talked a little bit, which we didn't really say much. Dean kept just saying random things. He was very nervous, you could tell. And so we're sitting there, and he's asking about how he thinks the wedding's gonna go and all this stuff, and I kind of give him just short answers. And then he just looks at me and he goes, "Okay, I'm really nervous, but I have to ask you a question." I was like, "Okay." And so he gets down on his knee, and he ended up having surgery back in September-ish, October. No, yeah, sometime around then. And he ended up getting down on the knee he just had surgery on. And so I see pain go through his face as much as I can in the dark. And I hear him say, "Oh, that burned it. Gotta get on my other knee." So then he gets on his other knee, and he ends up saying random things. Like, it didn't even make any sense. He was so nervous. He just said, "I'm really, really nervous. I don't know what to say, but I love you. I want you to marry me," and all this stuff. "Will you marry me?" Took the ring out, put it on my finger. I said yes, of course. We kissed, and then not like 2 seconds later, I looked at him and I go, "When did you talk to my dad?" Because I definitely had to make sure that he spoke to my father before I could, I guess, say yes fully, even though I did already say yes. But he was funny. He just started laughing. And then he asked me how I liked the ring. And I said, "Well, I can't tell. I can't see it." So we were actually right by a motel. And there was a little hallway, and it had light in the vending machine area. So he's like, "Well, let's go there and look." And before we started walking, he's just like, "The ring's big, isn't it?" I said, "Yeah." And he's like, "Okay, well, make sure you clench your fist and don't unclench it, because if you lose that ring, it's going to be bad." And so I'm walking, clenching my fist, and we go into the vending machine area to look at the ring. I was afraid somebody was going to come get us because we weren't supposed to be there. But nobody came. We saw the ring or whatever, and then we started walking back to the car, and he actually told me how he asked my dad. And he told me that he asked him the other week, and they're eating dinner and stuff like that. And the funny part is one of my friend's mom came in, and so she saw them there talking and everything. And so Dean, wanting to keep this whole engagement a surprise, he actually walked over to her and said hey and stuff. And then he went back to that town, and he remembered, oh man, what if she tells her daughter and then her daughter tells Lauren? So he goes back over there, and he's like, "That's going to be really weird, but do not tell anybody that you saw us here." And she was actually with some coworkers, and everybody's kind of looking at him like he was weird. And he's just like, "Just because I just asked God to marry his daughter, and I don't want her to find out." And so they all understood and stuff like that. And I thought it was a pretty funny story. And so we finally get back to the car, and we start calling people and everybody, and they're all really excited. We ended up calling Karen, and she was like hysterical. She was probably the one who had the best impression or expression of how, when we told her that we were engaged, and she screamed, and she kept saying, "I'm so warm inside, I'm so warm inside." And also my friend Kaylee, or my cousin Kaylee, she's the one who also squealed too. That was pretty funny. But that is my version. Dean will also say that I flipped a coin before I said yes, and that is wrong. Don't listen to him, listen to me. And here is the ring. We actually went and got it resized today. So it fits, and I don't know if you can see it, but it has a little heart. Let me see if I can get it. There. There's a little heart in it. I love it. It's so me. That is the ring, and we'll keep everybody posted on when when the wedding is. Yay!
I used to think one day we'd tell the story of us, how we met and the sparks flew instantly, and people would say they're the lucky ones. 'Cause lately